I know. All right, listen, you guys. When I go to these barber events, I get the question a lot. The question that I get all the time is tips for beginner barbers. That's kind of like a broad question. Every time I get that question, I'm like, okay, well, but are you cutting hair? What are you doing? Are you talking about social media? It's a lot of stuff that goes into like beginner barbers as for being like a tip thing. Like, so I'm gonna start this series basically giving tips to beginner barbers, and yeah, let's go. So my client wanted basically what my son has: curls on top, disconnected at the bottom, basically a fade. I'm gonna start it off by basically taking out my hair tie and cutting down the bulk. I'm not gonna spray any water first. I'm just gonna go in and cut down the bulk. The less hair that I have to work with, the better and easier it is to manage. So next, I'm basically gonna saturate my client's hair with water. That way I could use my shears and take off the amount that's necessary. I really don't want it to come past his ear, so that's what's gonna be the guideline for how low that I take the hair on top. So for this type of look, I could kind of see before I cut anything off that the hair wasn't parted properly for the style that I'm going for. So right now I'm parting it at the parietal ridge, and I'm gonna make sure this parting is nice and neat. Next, I'm basically gonna clipper over comb the rest off, but I'm gonna leave some of that bulk that's on top because that's what gives the hair that's on top something to rest on, so it isn't just hanging flat and straight down, you know what I mean? So you wanna kind of leave some of that bulk that's on top. So right now I'm gonna clear out the bulk that's on the side so I can start my fade. The reason why I don't want to just jump in and start setting guidelines is because the hair is kind of too long, and by setting it at a lower length gives you more manageability as far as how you set in your guidelines. So right now I got my Instinct X with the lever open, with the one guard on also, and just taking off the bulk. Now that I have the bulk removed, I can set in my guideline. So I'm using my Babyliss FX trimmers to set in this guidelines, and I want to keep the C cup because I'm not going to be doing a line up in the front. I'm just going to be doing a line on the sides. That way we could cover some of his forehead with the hair that's on top. So I'm going to set in kind of contour to my client's head. I'm not going to set it in straight, just straight back. I'm going to add a bend to it to curve it to my client's head. So now that the bottom half is cleared out, I'm gonna grab my Instinct X with the lever open, and I'm gonna go up about a 1/2 inch. I'm gonna keep it consistent all the way around, and also I'm gonna go over the guidelines multiple times to ensure that it's at that length. So even though you took it down with that one guard, that still doesn't mean you don't go back with the one guard with the lever fully open and set in the next guideline. I'm basically going up about a 1/2 inch, keeping it that same width all the way around, and also going over the guidelines multiple times to ensure that it's at that length. So I like to basically work my way back down. I don't really focus on the bulk until basically the end, or, you know, until I'm done clearing out the middle at least. But right now I close the lever on that one guard, and I'm just softening up that middle line. Now that the line is softened up, I'm gonna grab my zero guard with the lever fully closed, and in a flick out motion, flick out that middle line. I know what it's gonna look like after I cleared out the middle line. I'm basically gonna attack that bulk on the top. I'm gonna clip her over a comb and basically set it at a slight 45-degree angle and just, you know, make it blend into the bulk that's on the top instead of it being so harsh. So I definitely want to keep some of that bulk on the top, like I said, for the hair to sit on. Now that I cleared the bulk on top and built the shape, I'm basically gonna take my Instinct clippers and with the lever fully closed in a flick out motion, flick out that bottom line. Remember to start below the line, flick to the line, and if you need to adjust your lever as you go upward. but not least, detailing. Detailing is extremely important. How I do my detailing is I like to refer to the mirror. The mirror shows you a different perspective on the blend than just seeing it head on. Also, if you don't have a mirror, what I like to do is I like to rest my eyes a little bit for like a couple seconds, come back to the blend and just use my corners, all right, of my blade and just kind of debulk those areas where I see bulk, all right. So next I'm gonna work on the top. I'm gonna take out my duct clips and basically, you know, saturate it again with water just to get it prepped so I can do shear work, all right? So like I said, I'm basically gonna take it down to where it hangs right above my client's ear, all right? He doesn't want it longer than that. And plus it just would look kind of crazy if you ask me. So I'm trying to give him that look that my son has. So that's where my guidelines are. So the product that I'm gonna put in my client's hair is Johnny B Mold. I found this product to be good at curling the hair, so that's what I'm gonna use. The way I'm gonna apply it is I'm gonna put a good amount in my hand, rub it in, and basically just kind of pat the hair and let it just do its thing. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360, and they come out looking like
God did.
YouTube. This is the cut, and if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother. He does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.